What is that glass thing you're looking through, and well, how does it work? Well, first things first, that is a display, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. You might think that displays are a simple thing that you can just pass through, but they're the most important part other than the battery on your smartphone. So I'm gonna tell you smartphone displays and just display in general. I'm gonna tell you from the matrix display to the AMOLED display, and I'm gonna break it down for you so you understand everything that you need to know about this. Okay, so first things first, by the time this video ends, you'll know everything about displays. And let's begin. So first things first, you need to know the matrix display. The matrix display was a very complicated display and the first kind of display to ever exist. So if you don't know what a matrix display is, it's the one on your calculator, and it was used for earlier computers and laptops. You might have seen that earlier laptops were bulky, and I mean bulky. It was because matrix display had a lot of power to consume to return an output. So the battery had to be large to able to contain all of that. So as you can see, this calculator is thin. You might think, what? No. Well, it's because with technology advancing, it has made products much thinner and had matrix displays like this. As you can see, this is how a matrix display looks. Yeah, but that's not the full story. The green background and the black pixels. And I mean, I could just use this for writing and numbers only like the calculator, because matrix displays weren't as useful and people needed a better alternative, which became LCD displays. Technically, it was LED before LCD, which was what smartphones and earlier laptops used. But I will skip LED displays and focus on LCD displays. So LCD stands for light crystal display, and it's a pretty crystal way of looking at it. So LCD displays were much better. Earlier phones used it, such as this phone right here, and a lot of phones still use it, but it's more of the budget phones, and well, they're not the best. And before we get into the bad stuff of LCD displays, the good stuff is that it was able to have color and be more responsive, and it was just much better than matrix displays. If you take this and this side by side, I mean, no one uses this anymore, and no one would want to use that anymore. So yeah, that's what LCD was good about. And also LCD was a flat panel system, so it didn't need as much battery consumption as matrix display had, and the pixels were so tiny that they would that the displays needed on this, well, that's just this. Everything you see here is just this tiny little thing, and it's really amazing. This tiny little thing right there, that's really amazing. But what was the problem with LCD? I mean, every kind of tech product has a problem, right? Well, the problem with that was the color. The color saturation that it projected was not as good. It wasn't the best color saturation that any phone could master. It had washed out colors. I mean, if you see through the screen of your phone, does that look like a good screen? Hell no. That's not a good screen. And I mean, I would not like to use a screen like this, even though a lot of people still use it to this day. And then companies needed, again, a better and much more secure alternative, OLED. And well, OLED was the beginning of something amazing. So OLED stands for organic light emitting diode, and it was really amazing. It was able to portray 4K to 8K colors, which, trust me, 4K is 2160 by 1800 resolution, which is amazing. Yeah, I mean, yes, LCD couldn't display OLED on it. What am I saying? It couldn't display 4K content on it. When you watch YouTube, you couldn't watch content that was above 720p. So that was also part of the problem. But OLED, when it was first introduced, it was a bit expensive. I mean, I would not want to pay my life for an OLED display, but as time went on, it has gotten cheaper to manufacture, and it has gotten amazing. Oh, and by the way, if you're liking this video and a deep dive into display, a subscription would be great, and it would be a clear view of what my goals are heading towards. Sorry. Anyway, OLED displays were amazing because while LCD display had a back panel, a black lighting panel at the back, and it would just shine on the pixels. For OLED, each individual pixel was responsible for light, merging the light with the pixel, creating OLED much clearer displays. Again, what's the problem? Well, the problem with this is because when you would dim down, like lower the brightness of your phone like this, you would also kill the color that the pixels generate to your display. So companies started using something called PWM dimming. PWM dimming was really simple, the most simplest thing of this video. It was simple by how it would actually just, your phone would flash on and off, on and off, on and off very quickly and very fast so that your eyes wouldn't see it. And it worked. But also, if your eyes could notice that flash, that on and off flashing every time, it would get head strange, which companies had to dial up the refresh rate of how it would turn on and off. Which, I mean, if you have the OnePlus 12, that thing flashes on and off 2,160 times, which is just crazy. So it's fixed, right? We have all these great displays. So what the heck is an AMOLED display? To be honest, AMOLED is just a more advanced screen to an OLED display. We even have AMOLED Plus Quad HD now, but we won't get into that because it's just a really satisfied one. It's a display that is an upscaled version of an OLED display, which is pretty amazing and it's pretty cool. And it just can portray colors much higher than OLED. Now, how does touch screen work? I mean, we've been all through this, but we got to know how the hell does your phone do this? Well, your phone's display isn't just one piece of glass. It's actually 5 different layers of glass. Actually, not glass, 5 different layers, which the first one is the protective glass. The last one is the LCD or OLED or AMOLED that shows you things. Those 3 in the middle, the bottom one is the one that has vertical lines. The one at the top has horizontal lines. When you sandwich those all those 5 parts, and actually all those 3 parts together, they create a grid pattern. Is when your phone turns on. Actually, this has the same display technology. When your phone turns on, it actually gives those grid patterns electricity, so that when you touch your phone like this, it sends electrical shocks into your body and right back to the display to output a response. Yeah, great. Again, wouldn't that shock you? No, since your body already has electricity in it, like how your brain sends electrical signals to your body to be able to do the actions that you're doing, it doesn't hurt you because it goes into your nervous system and back, which your nervous system is kind of used to electricity anyway. And yeah, that's actually everything you need to know about displays, from how they work to how the touch screen works. And that has been an exciting video for me to explain, and it has been a long explanation. Again, if you like this video, subscription would be great. I'm trying to reach as many subscribers as possible, and it would be great if you guys can get me there. And also, a little experiment: if you can find a conductive coin or a conductive metal piece and try to touch your screen, you'll see that it actually happens. Because I don't think this is conductive because it's actually not working, but if you would, it will work because of the electricity coming off your body and the electricity of the phone shooting to the metal piece, and then the rest. Thank you, everybody. And WEIRDOTECHKID, I know I changed my name a lot of times, but I'm sticking with this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.